This is an emergency broadcast. All Vault Tech Management and Premium members make your way to the Vault. If you are not registered, please find your nearest Vault Tech store. An employee would be happy to help you out. God save us, and God bless America.
Mrs. Trimbly, it is October 23rd, 2077. The day that will be known to everyone else as the day the bombs fell. Where do you think Mrs. Trimbly and Robin are?
Before the bombs fell, everything was a normal day. Mrs. Trimbly was up on the roof, hanging clothes up on a line, while Robin played with a friend just a few feet away. After a little while, she had called over to him, "Young Mr. Robin."
Yes, Trimbly.
"Darling boy, you have socialized for the appropriate amount of time. It is time for you to work on your studies. Remember, we are leading a balanced life so that you can be a balanced young man."
Okay. Birdie, you wanna trade rocks back? I like that rock more. Fine, you can keep my rock. It's got my name on it though, so don't lose it. I won't be able to find it because it looks like all the other rocks, but that's my rock. Yeah, I know. I'll let you know. I'll have my Trimbly talk to your Trimbly later, and we can make plans for next time. Then I run back over. Robin runs over. Hi.
"Young man, all right. Well, now we'll send your friend on home, and it is time to get studious. Will you tell me, do you remember your multiplication tables?"
1 times everything is the number that is times by. 2 times 2 times 3 times... Yeah, I saw numbers.
"Very well. All right, well, back inside. I'll be just behind you. I've got a few more things to line up, and I want to find you buried in a book."
Okay. And Robin leans in and gives Trimbly a hug.
Oh, okay. Don't dally.
Okay. 1 times 1 times that number is everything. 2 times 2 is 4, and times 4 is... And Ray runs inside.
Mrs. Trimbly continues to hang the last few pieces on the line outside, feeling just grand about how Robin's progressing. He's shaping up to be just such a nice young man.
I think it's at this moment the sirens go off across New York City, across Manhattan, as it is currently known. There is instantaneous panic in the streets as people begin rushing. This very normal day has suddenly become a kind of blur of adrenaline. As these sirens go off, how does Mrs. Trimbly react?
I think rather than adrenaline, it is a protocol. The sirens go off and Mrs. Trimbly knows exactly what she has to do. The clothing that was in her little claws just immediately drops as she turns and flies into the building and down the stairs, just catching Robin as he is about to sit down, crisscross applesauce with a book in his hands. She takes the book, does not toss it, but takes it, and... "Change of plans, young man. We must get out of here. We must get to safety. Your parents won't be home, so I am responsible for you."
We saw the videos at school a couple weeks ago. They said if you hear the siren, you gotta go to the shelter. We going to the shelter, Trimbly?
"Well, unfortunately, your parents don't have a pass into one of the shelters, but that's okay, because They said, and she will play back the recording of that last bit where they say that if you need any help,
An employee would be happy to help you out.
we will simply explain, and we will go, and someone will help us. That's what you have to do in a crisis.
But I saw that in the videos that they were showing about the bombs, like, people, like, turned to bones and stuff.
Now, don't say such disturbing things.
Am I gonna turn into bones, Mrs. Trimbly?
No, never. You are going to grow up and be a nice young man, just like I said. Now, what do nice young men do? What they're told. Let's go.
Okay. As long as I don't turn into bones.
Mrs. Trimbly is hovering and has sort of like a claw gripping the back of young Robin's shirt so that she does not lose track of him, because she is trying to move them as fast as possible through the streets of the city. She navigates almost on a predetermined track. She is going exactly where she needs to go, hovering through people to where the nearest vault is, seeking a Vault Tech company member that she can talk to.
Even though the announcement says and keeps saying members of Vault Tech will be there to assist you, regardless of how many places you look, it is either packed to the point of complete pointlessness, tens and tens of people yelling at this one person to get them to help them, or you run into a building to see that it has already been completely abandoned by every employee, suddenly realizing that the paycheck, the measly paycheck that they are getting, is not worth this, and their fight or flight has also forced them to fly.
I think she will check 3 locations before accepting that this is no longer a tenable option. This is not the plan. Plan number 1 was not going to work. And so plan number 2 is to just get low. So she dips into an abandoned building, possibly the one you mentioned, and finds a basement door. I think when Mrs. Trimbly goes down there, she sort of is like scanning the place, trying to see if this is low enough, if this is deep enough, if this is secure enough. And I think that whatever her scans are showing are mixed. It is, and she is trying to calculate whether there is time to go back up and try to find a different one, or stay here and take our best chances. Now, Robin, just give me a moment. There's a solution here. It turns out that there's no one to help us at the vaults. They're all just very busy, I'm sure. But we have this basement, which is underground, which is good, and we will find a way out when it's all done.
Mrs. Trimbly?
Yes, my darling.
What if we don't find a way out? What if it's not deep enough? Am I gonna turn to bone?
You won't turn to bone for 100 years. You have a long life ahead of you. Bones are furthest from your mind, do you hear me?
I know. I just, if I die and Birdie still has my rock, it's okay.
Well, Birdie's family had a vault ticket. Your rock will be just fine.
I hope Mom and Dad are okay.
Everyone will be fine. Vault Tech is taking very good care of everyone. We just happen to miss them. That's okay. We found something else. In the protocol, if you can't get to a shelter, you get underground. And that is what we have done.
You're right. You remember that stuff a lot better because you're a robot. But I'm glad you're here. You know, I'm sad that Mom and Dad aren't, but you've never really been a robot to me, Mrs. Trimbly.
No. Well, I am technically a robot, but I am also your nanny. And that is the most important thing that you can be, is what you are meant to. And what you are meant to be, young Mr. Robin, is a brilliant young man. Now, 2 times 2 is?
4.
As the pair of you start reciting the times table, you hear the mechanical whirring of the Statue of Liberty. It's only been mechanized enough to wave the torch back and forth, and you hear,
"Welcome to New York City, the greatest city in the world."
and then you hear a loud clang as a missile hits it, careening it into the water. And then all of a sudden, all of the screams from around Manhattan die immediately as people watch the bombs fall on them.
Is 8. And 4 times 4 is 16.
Very good.
5 times 5. I don't really want to remember anymore. And I just pull you in close.
Mrs. Trimbly puts her wiry little arms all around Robin as the crash hits.
This is an emergency broadcast. All Vault-Tec management and premium members make your way to the vault. If you are not registered, please find your nearest Vault-Tec store. An employee would be happy to help you out. God save us, and God bless America.
Crash, it is December the 5th, 2161. You are a decent chunk over 100 years old at this point. You have killed, been beaten, cut. You have got nicknames and joined groups. You have been a survivor. What was Crash doing the day his last remaining child died?
We had some testing on the water, the groundwater in San Antonio, Texas, and so I was with the group going to check to see if we could get a well built, see if we can actually have a renewable source of unirradiated water. We had all been low on our Radex rations and everything like that as a group, but I had been giving a heavy majority of mine to my daughter. So we're about halfway out to the well, and one of the gentlemen that works with me, for me, alongside me, good friend of mine, see him sprinting over the horizon behind us, because I always have eyes in the back of my head. Hear him shouting, telling me to come back. Come back to our little settlement.
Crash, do you think you're happy here? Being happy here at this settlement?
Absolutely not. There's a bit of a misogynistic hierarchy that I've found a little quite frustrating. It's a majority of men, and never really liked how anybody looked at my daughter. And so I sleep inches away from each other every night. And every time I have a job like this where I have to leave the camp, I always get real scared to leave her alone.
This man comes running up to you. Or attempting to, at least. Yelling at you from the camp. He's a decent sprint away. You can't really make out any words except for your daughter's name and panic in his voice.
I hear my daughter's name, and I drop everything I'm holding, and I dead sprint towards him. And as I get close, I start to piece together what he said. That Beatty's sick. That she's turning. And I don't even hear the rest, because I sprint right past him. And I rush all the way back to camp. And I get to our little ramshackle shack that we were still in the process of building, because we decided tents were for mountain men, and we were going to rebuild proper society, like everyone always fucking says every time we settle down with another group. And there's a bit of a crowd surrounding. Someone's holding the door closed as something from inside is banging against it. I hear my daughter's voice. Bee's yelling, "Dad! Dad! They won't let me out! They won't let me out!" I rush to the door. A couple of the guys turn around. "Don't go in there, Crash. She's not gonna be the same. You know that's not the person you left. It's not the daughter you left. She's gonna be different." They try to stop me from going in. I pull out my 6-piece, point it at all of them, and I say, "I will kill every last one of you if you keep me from seeing my daughter."
Kill us if you like. You know you can't go in there.
"That's fine. You can all kill me trying to get there, because I'd rather die than let her die alone. I'd rather die than let one of you guys fucking put her down."
You know, you're being fucking stupid.
"Good. I have watched you all be the dumbest motherfuckers I have ever met on this planet. And you know how long I've been around? I've met some dumb fucks. And you must be one of them if you think you can stop me." Walk past. Push the door open.
Well, I ain't gonna watch.
Never asked for an audience. Go in. Find Beatty. As I opened the door, she had pulled back from it. She had been in the dark, so the sun pouring in pulled her head away, push in, and I see her eyes sunken in, her pupils real dilated. "Honey, I've been giving you the rat. What's going on? Why is everyone locking you in here? What happened? What'd you do?"
She's scared. She looks up at you with eyes that are manic, glazed, and terrified, and all she says to you is a choked out, "Dad? They won't let me do. I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine."
"Oh, I know you are. You've never been anything but, Beatty. You've never been anything but." I pick her up a little. I just pick her up into my arms. "You've never been anything but fine, honey. You remember what your mom used to say? Anytime you didn't want to put away your toys, anytime your little sister was bothering you, was only thing we got is each other. So we gotta be nice.
Gotta be
nice.
I don't like it here.
I know you don't. I know you don't. And I don't ever want to see you anything but nice, honey. And I don't want you to do the things I've seen the lost ones do. But you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, Beatty. I got you. I got you. And I bring her over to the cot that she sleeps on next to mine, and I lay down with her, and I pull out the boot knife that I keep in my right boot. And I'm holding her to my chest so she can't see.
She knows, and she screams, and she starts to fight you.
No, Biddy. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to hurt me. I don't want to remember you like this. I don't. Just gotta be nice. Just gotta be nice. I bring the knife up to the base of her skull, right in the back of her head.
I can be nice.
You always have been, and you always will be. I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. And as I do it, I let out a sob. I hold
She
her.
goes tense in your arms and then limp.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You lived through so much just to die like everyone else. I'm sorry. I turn her over on her side. Push her eyes closed, stand up. Put a blanket over her, and I start packing up her things. And once I finish getting it all in bags, I lay it over my shoulders. And I pick her up in my arms, and one hand under her legs, one hand under her shoulders. I put her head to my chest as I walk her out. I just keep walking. I don't remember when I stopped. Don't remember where I buried her. But I haven't stopped walking since.
Broadcast. All? Vault.
If you are not registered, please find your nearest
Vault Tech store. You out. God save us, and God bless America.
Bix, it is October 19th, 2281. The feeling of dehydration, the feeling of sand in your lungs, has become so normal over the past few weeks that it not being there is strange, almost painful. You have been found and brought in to a forced family. When was the first time Bix learnt that she had an affinity for radiation?
The first time Bix learned herself was different from the first suspicions of the children of Adam, which was that to find someone out in the blazing sun like that, still alive, was shocking. But now, in a repurposed cathedral up in upstate New York, Bix was supposed to take her baptizing dose of radiation. And typically what happens with that is, as we've seen before, the wand passes over, you take the radiation, you're led away. And that's not what happened for Bix the first time, as she was led up to take a knee at the chapel, and that light passed over her body that felt so weak, but also not haunted and tortured by need and pain for the first time in so long. She felt this buzzing in her head as it flooded through her. She gripped the metal of the podium in front of her, and suddenly all of these lights in the church that had not been lit for 100 years shudder to light before all exploding out.
There are cathedral-wide gasps. Some shocked and lightly horrified, others almost brimming with excitement. The next few days, it's hard to find a room where they are not talking about you. You come across one particularly heated conversation.
It's always the same fight. One person thinks that I'm some kind of children of Adam style messiah. The other thinks that I'm a temptation who's trying to guide them away from Adam's light.
We have to get that thing out. Now! I don't know why anybody's waiting.
We're waiting because this is the divine. She is the divine. It's
Oh my
everything
God.
we've ever wanted. Did you see the lights? What more do you want to see? The
Just because
light
that's
is a
what
sign.
you want to see doesn't mean that's what it is. Did you see the explosion? Did you see the we are all going to die, and then we'll never get to the Messiah. Then we'll never reach our destiny, because instead we'll be led astray, just like you're being led astray right now. I mean, like, you can't even see for what it is.
The scripture says explicitly that we are waiting for a sign from our Lord and Savior. The explosion is a lot. Yes, I understand it is scary, and we do not have the humors to withstand such things, but that is God.
Hi.
Oh.
Child Bix, hello. Wonderful to see you.
I'm late for something.
No, wait, I can stop. I don't need to, I can stop. I don't have to ever again.
You can just stop?
I can stop.
That's what you want? You want her to hide? You would have her hide her light under a bushel.
I would have her not threaten the entire congregation. I would have her not threaten our entire way of life and our salvation, mind you.
When
Yeah,
someone
if you
so
could
powerful walks the earth, yes, it can be received as a threat, but it can also be received as a weapon, our weapon. Bix, you are destined for great things. I bow before you and your power.
Just don't, I'm sorry.
Whatever you are, you should stop it before you hurt all of us.
I just don't want to go out there again. And, as you go to leave, Bix reaches out as if to beg to you. And as she grips your arm, you feel radiation eating away at your arm.
What? Get off of me! Do not ever do that again. Not to me, not to anyone.
What did I don't...
Your touch alone is toxic. You stay away.
How can you say that?
Touch her yourself then. And I storm out.
I move forward to stand in front of you, looking up into your eyes. People don't understand you, do they? This is common for you? This mistreatment?
I don't know. I just want to do the right thing.
No prophet has ever walked around as though they were the prophet. They are a prophet. And you are here carrying Adam's radiance, his light, to the others. Don't apologize for who you are. We are the children of Adam. It is our duty to receive the gifts that you have to bestow. If your touch is too much, that doesn't mean you are. That simply means that what you have to offer is beyond our mortality, beyond our ken, beyond what we can stand, but you're here for a reason. And I can tell you will do great good.
Can't I just be like the other ones?
You wish to be like everyone else.
Yes.
She takes one knee and bows her head. That is the mark of a leader. Stands again. If that is what you wish, that is how I shall approach you here on out, Child Bix. I will try to speak with the elders, to the priests, and let them know. But don't hold back your strength. Don't hold back your power. One day, you will need it. We will need it.
Okay. I'm gonna... And just kind of walks out the door. Bix does not remember this conversation.
But there are waves of it that solidify, regardless of how many people see you as a prophet, regardless of how many people revere Bix. Even your touch is toxic. Echoes around her mind.
This is a broadcast. All Vault Tech management. Vault. An employee would be happy. God bless America.
Philomena Walcott. It is October 23rd, 2287. Your people moved into a abandoned vault, freed it of the horrific experiments that Vault-Tec put on the people that lived here, renamed it New Vault 12, sealed the door, and have been living a good life. Where was Philly when the door opened again for the first time and the kings visited?
Philly looks about the same age. Ghouls age extremely slowly. You can tell that there's fewer miles on her by her optimism and her overall posture. She is sitting perkily, her legs crossed at the feet of her mother between her knees, as her mom cornrows her hair in a protective style, taking care not to pull too hard and free more of her follicles from her leathery skin. This is a bonding time for the two of them, and one that she really enjoys. She gets to change even though her circumstances and her body are unchangeable. She gets to express herself even though she wears a uniform. And she gets to pick her mom's brain about any old thing that pops into her mind. She hears the doors open. Mom? What is that?
Well, it can't be, but the doors are opening. That's never happened. Let's go see in a minute. Just let me finish up. I don't want to leave you half done.
Thanks. I don't want anyone to make fun. Last time I started taking my braids down and someone saw and they told me I looked like a skunk. It was terrible. I was really offended.
Now, you know that I won't do anything about this unless you want me to, but who said that?
Benji thinks he's so funny.
Benji does think he's so funny, and Benji is often wrong. Benji makes fun to draw attention to himself. That is not something you need to do.
Benji, he also told me that if the doors ever opened, that something bad would happen. Like, all the water would rush in and we'd all drown, or that there'd be giant radroaches crawling around and they would eat us alive and just live off of our remains until... He showed me a drawing he did. It was... I didn't tell you because I didn't want anybody to get in trouble, but it gave me nightmares for weeks.
Well, Benji's parents have a very fun take on parenting. I disagree. There are dangers out there, yes, but they are manageable. We made it here in the first place, did we not? On foot, on our own.
You're just fine. Some of the bravest people I know.
That's right. Now, if the door is opening, I'm sure there is good reason. Now, okay, come on. We'll want to see who it is.
Yes, can I take, and she glances over at a little waist belt that has, it looks like it should be a pocket knife, but it's slightly larger. It's more like a utility knife in it. Just in case there's bad guys.
Okay, but I don't want that showing. If we have guests, we're not going to show them that we are distrustful. So you keep it, but you keep it tucked.
Yes, ma'am, because they could be friends.
Exactly. And we don't want to give them the impression that we distrust them right off the bat.
That's true. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mama. I think she turns around and squeezes her mother's neck, feeling the little stubble of her beard hairs against the side of her face, and looks back. I smudged your lipstick. Sorry. And kind of tries to fix it a little bit before kissing her on the top of her head.
More. It's okay. Now,
when we find out about our visitors, can you add beads?
Yes, of course. Oh, how could I have forgotten? I'm so sorry. You know what? I was just distracted listening to you talk about your day. You run along. Let's meet them and get this over with.
Okay. Hopefully Dad'll let me say hi.
I'm sure he'll be there to meet us.
She runs off yelling, Papa! Papa!
I think running into the main courtyard, you see 2 rows of Kings of Mahatt knights in this old classic makeshift knight's armor. They're all kneeling, bar one who stands at the end of this line, addressing a crowd of people, all of the other vault dwellers, talking to them about the outside world and the kings.
Philly takes out a brand new field notes book and takes the little tabby off of her brand new pen. She's never had anything interesting to write about before. And she starts jotting down every single word about the outside that this person is saying and kind of mouthing along, sometimes talking to herself to the point where someone shushes her because they're trying to listen. But she's so excited. This is the first she's ever seen. And what they're wearing, their regalia, the kneeling, the process of it. She's read about royalty, and she's read about what it means to have a liege and to have a quest and a mission. And her eyes are bright as she kind of scans the audience and tries to find her dad. She stands next to him, just silently.
Dr. Walcott gives a quick side hug to Philly, clearly enraptured by these words that these kings are saying. People have come with news from the outside world.
This is a dream of a day.
You will have all sat in these metal walls, cordoned off from the world, from true living, from the rebuilding of societies that we've lost to time. The world will not drown you. The world will not burn you. The world will not harm you. With our help, we, the kings, if you swear fealty to us, we will bring you to salvation. We will bring you to safety. We will bring you back to the world that you have all been told is lost. We have saved, liberated, freed many like you.
Liberation.
Some of us were like you in our vaults, caged off from the world, told ghost stories. But I have lived in freedom since the day the bombs fell, and you can live that freedom too.
Papa, is that real?
Looks to you, looks back toward the king. How? How can we live like this?
The muscles, the skin, the tendons, the bones of your bodies. If you give yourselves, if you give your time, your work, your loyalty, we will give it to you. We need not your lives, we need not your goods, we need not your money. We just need your support.
Not asking for anything, but support. Friendship?
I am a doctor. I know how to heal and to fix. If you can promise us safe passage, if you can promise us a home, I am happy to lend my hands.
Darling.
No. We came here in search of a new start, a fresh start, and this vault will not last forever. Food has already been dwindling. We need help to rebuild something.
I can help. I can be brave. Dad, if you can use your 2 hands to go out there and make a difference for the vault and make a difference for people's lives, and Mom can stay here and help man the vault and keep the peace, I've been training. I've read so many books. I want to go outside. I want to know all about it. There has to be more than what I've read. You heard this, King. He said there's no floods, the danger is not what we thought it was and not what we've always been told. So, Mom just finished my protective hair, and I think maybe next week I can just go outside. I'll go outside one time. I'll be out there for 5 minutes, and then gradually over time I'll go further and further for longer and longer until I can join the resistance, and I can help. I can be helpful. Please, this is what I've been wanting, and it'll show that fucking Benji. It'll show Benji what a butt he is.
Philly, your parents hold hands, and your mom smiles. You're right.
Your father has a more pensive look on his face, but does give a light nod. I think you can do a lot of good in this world, Philomena.
Thank you, Papa.
I think you venturing out will save a lot of people, give a lot of hope to the wasteland.
I will. I will go out when I'm ready, and I will find friends. Friends who can unite with us to change the way that things are. All of the books you've always let me read, all the fairy tales, and even a lot of the nonfiction books, they all paint a picture of change, and that with change comes a lot of confusion and a lot of terror sometimes, but also a lot of positive things too. And I want to be something positive. I want to be good. I want to be productive, and I want to change things for the better. Like our ancestors. Like you.
Your mother tries to hide her smile and cannot. There are good people out there. Philomena, you just have to find them. I think that you can try. As long as you promise to take it slow and go when you're ready.
I'll take it slow, and she squeezes her mom's hand and looks up. I don't want to be out of pocket, and I'm not trying to be bigger than my britches. But I think because we've been here so long and it's been stable and steady, that maybe me going slow is as much for me as it is for both of you. But you have to promise that when I'm ready, you're not going to hold me back. Because Philomena rhymes with phenomena, and I'm determined to be that.
This is an emergency. God save us, and God bless America.
It is November the 28th, 2293. Philly, you are replaying this conversation of hope in your head. You are face down now on the broken Brook Lane Bridge. You feel a sense behind you as someone comes up toward you. As you turn, they reach an outstretched hand toward you. Your eyes watch as they bend down, move past your head. As your eyes follow their hand, you see them pick up their own arm and stumble toward the end of the bridge. Bix, you dive behind a wall, watching kings open fire on Brook Lane, watching them fall from Brook Lane's own bullets. You see a king next to you. You recognize him from somewhere as he pops his head above the wall and fires a rocket. You hear the screams and explosions, but you do not see what happens. All you see is the king beside you. His head explodes from a bullet from someone else. Crash, you turn to see the Lady of the Lake. Its lights now off, stuck in place, whirring. After a few moments, the statue's lights turn back on. Its arm shakily moves back up, and it begins to walk forward to the next bridge. Mrs. Trimbly, you watch the bridge begin to fall away. Melting rebar and crumbling stone falls further, breaking the bridge. War is here, and the fate of New York is to be decided today. What would everyone like to do?
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Shit. Real quick before we do anything, that guy's dead and had a missile launcher.
That guy is
for
dead
me?
and had a missile launcher.
That's for me, Robin?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can grab the missile launcher.
Thank
That's yours.
you
babe.
so much. Now everyone else.
So do I get a missile launcher? Should we be bad?
Everyone gets a missile
Should we be
launcher.
bad?
A round of missile launchers
Oh
for
my
the
god,
table?
should we be
Yeah,
bad?
let's be bad. Let's get missile launchers for the table.
Well, as long as we share, it's fine.
Yeah, Mrs. Trimbly cannot hold a missile launcher because that would get in the way of her fire.
So true.
So, yeah.
This is crazy.
Philly doesn't trust herself with a missile launcher, which means she shouldn't be touching one.
Yeah. Panic is ensuing, gang. What are we up to?
Yeah, how far apart are we all
Oh, right. Good question.
currently?
You are all walking together
Okay.
across the bridge. This laser cannon, that the Lady of the Lake used to destroy most of the bridge, has thrown you apart, but you can all still see each other very comfortably.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get us all together, and if that means like running to the nearest person who's close to me and hupping and then getting us all in the same location, I can and will do that.
Fantastic.
As Philly runs alongside you, trying to gather everybody else up, she looks at you and goes, I thought Bedivere said that they're not killing everybody. That was not true. That was not true.
Yeah, I think that was a lie.
Mrs. Trimbly, before she reunites with everybody, is just trying to clock if there's anybody that looks like they're involved with what's going on that is, on the ground level. Like, this is so massive and there's so little way to get your bearings for what's happening. So she is just looking to see if there is anybody who seems to be even a little bit in charge.
This fight, yes, did break out randomly, but they have all assumed a conflict will be happening between the Kings and Brook Lane. You were escorting Dr. Walcott and Lancelot across the bridge, as well as the Green Knight. The Green Knight is nowhere to be seen. Dr. Walcott is helping people who have been shot, and they've immediately made a pseudo tent. It's behind one of their mage walls that they have put up. Is hitting people with stim packs, and it is almost it's almost like a pit stop. People are getting injured, getting dragged behind here, getting stim packed, and then going back out.
Right.
You do see Lancelot, who has a plasma rifle next to him. A previous knight had shot and then been shot and killed, but Lancelot isn't fighting. He is staring at the Statue of Liberty.
In that case, I think that before she reunites with everyone, Mrs. Trimbly will hover over to him.
Mm-hmm.
Dear, what are you doing? There seems to be an emergency and you don't seem to be acting appropriately.
His eyes are wide like dinner plates. It's the Lady of the Lake. We had been told stories, but that is the most magnificent thing I have ever seen.
Well, it's just a big statue. Don't be silly.
I walk up from behind Mrs. Trimbly, and I'm holding my plasma rifle over the shoulder, and I backhand the knight, and then I grab him by the back of the head. It's a fucking statue. Stand up. Decide who you're gonna kill, and start doing it. And I lift him up from under the arm, and I grab his rifle, I put it in his chest, I get behind him, and I toss him forward away from the med tent.
That was cool.
He almost immediately disappears into smoke, firing the laser rifle at people that you cannot see.
This seems like a good place for all of us to coalesce.
Reconvene. I think so.
So, Bix arrives, Philomena arrives, we arrive together, I have a big gun, and Bix says, okay, I think there's, like, a lot of problems.
Yeah, we need to get off the bridge before any more of it collapses.
But all these people are on the bridge.
I knew you were going to say that. When did you get a heart fix? What happened? And I had already started kind of... You see probably the least amount of selflessness in Crash for the first time, I think. Well, more or less. Very obviously just wants to see you guys get out alive, so I haven't really moved past the general perimeter of you three. And by extension, a bit of Dr. Walcott. All right, let's... If we want to rule Brook Lane, you know, if we want to run it and do it right, we may as well keep half the population from dying. And I start shooting pot shots over the nights.
Mrs. Trimbly starts to just aim her flamethrower arm outwards as she also goes to try to encourage people off the bridge.
The knights, do they have horses? Like the kings and the knights, do they have horses?
Some of them have rad stags, yeah. They have these big irradiated, sometimes two-headed, sometimes multi-horned stags that they are riding on.
I think if there's any of them, knowing that some of these guys have fallen and some of them probably are not getting back up again, I think Philly kind of looks over and is like, in theory, I know how to ride horses. Huh. In practice, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try. And I think she's gonna try to, like, get on one of them to see if she can, like, move a little bit quicker to pull people up on horseback and get them off the bridge a little faster.
Give me a perception survival.
Okay. That is 1 success, 0 complications.
As you ride out, you pick up some people that are a little injured. You are all, I want this to be stated and clear, you are all on the Mahatt side of the Brook Lane Bridge. Mm-hmm. As you ride back, you see a subway tunnel port that is made to move up and down, move big, heavy equipment up and down. It is far larger than just a normal subway tunnel that you would walk down. As you, on the Radstag, and as you're riding back, from your elevated vantage point, spot a very familiar-looking vehicle.
Is it?
Oh!
Oh my god.
You all see Philly, like, galloping through the smoke with, like, a few people slung over this Radstag, and she's just screaming, Bessie! They did it! Bessie's back! Oh, hot dog! Mr. Pants Cooper, she's back!
It seems that the Kings, with the instructions of helping find the bus, and also with the amount of people that they flooded down into the tunnels, have been able to recover it and move it up to the Mahatt side.
I missed you, baby. If people weren't dying within 5 feet of me, I'd be way more excited than this.
I mean, that's one way to get lots of people to safety, right?
Something like it.
Well, let's just finish this then. And Mrs. Trimbly just starts to burn anyone who's still attacking our side.
Yeah, I'm gunning over some of the knights as I'm going through. Anybody that tries to stop us, but they already helped us. I guess I could be a little more kinder. I don't need to be killing people. Now I'm just going to the bus.
You go over to the bus. You see a bunch of towing straps and hooks on it. Clearly people tried to ride your bus to here, but no one could figure out quite how to do it. So everyone just elected to instead just tow the vehicle to the subway stop and then move it up. It has yet to be moved. So everything is almost exactly where you left it. Giant 3-fingered death claw mark included in that.
Gives it character.
Huge. Oh, this is beauty. This is beauty right there. All right, I hop in the bus. I start laying it on the horn. This ain't one of my normal stops. Get on.
I'll head on.
Do you all pile onto the bus?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the lady going?
The lady is going from here and moving toward the Manhattan Bridge. All may recall when you were talking to Bedivere said that their main plan was to destroy all of the bridges surrounding Mahatt.
Mm-hmm.
So you can assume that that's the goal, is they're moving toward, not the Manhattan Bridge, sorry, the Mahatt Bridge. Actually, no, it is the Manhattan Bridge. They didn't put two and two together.
That's hilarious.
That's really
It's
good.
the Manhattan Bridge.
Bridges just have names. That doesn't mean that's the name of the city.
Bridges have names sometimes.
The borough.
Yeah. The next one's called the Williamsburg Bridge. That's not a place.
Doesn't mean that this is the town. Can we... I look over as everyone is piling in. I look over at Crash and I say, can the bus make it over there, or...
Are you asking if we can jump the bridge in the bus?
That was not what I was asking, but it can be what I am asking.
Hypothetically, how broken is this bridge?
The Brook Lane Bridge? The Brook Lane Bridge, still keeping its name and not the Brooklyn Bridge. The Brook Lane Bridge is pretty fucked.
Okay.
Hey, listen, with the power of imagination, truly anything's possible. If you want to try to jump, Bessie...
Rowan, if I
look,
took our MacGuffin and I just siphoned all the power from the MacGuffin to me to the bus, could we achieve flight for like 10 seconds?
Monster bus.
And then would I
Using the
immediately burn up and die?
Using the MacGuffin for anything will just give you an automatic success. I don't care. You're using a hyper powerful nuclear reactor. You can do anything you want with it.
I was also thinking of like blowing up the lady of the lake with it, but we'll figure it out.
I think Philly is looking at you, Bix, and looking at like the launcher that you have on your shoulder and going, so maybe if you fire that into that, and she points at like, the lady has like a cannon, right? She's got like a laser.
The lady moves down her torch
yeah.
to have a cannon. Yeah.
So she's like, I think Philly looks at you and is like, if you shoot that into that torchy thing, would that, I don't know, maybe end her once and for all? Teach her a lesson of some kind? I mean, Mrs. Trimbly, she's not being very polite.
No, she's not, and she's being very noisy.
Would that kill all the people inside, or would that be okay?
Well,
Come on.
I'm trying to think about these things. I can stop if that's...
I understand. No. I've been really... Look, Bix, this is what we've been going for the entire time. Getting everybody on the same page about the value of human life and the lack of value in some bad people's lives, and I feel like we're finally reaching common ground. But this is a situation where we're at war, and unfortunately, I don't have time to go evacuate the lady, because they're all going to tell me to go shove a sock up my ass and start swinging me around.
Right.
So if we have to blow the thing up, we have to blow the thing up.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that?
I mean, we
Those
tried.
feelings?
You all were really patient with me, and you allowed me to go in there and try to make friends. We talked about sharing the power and sharing the future so that all three factions could live together in harmony, and, well, we were rebuked.
That is true. And also, she's shooting things right now. I feel like time is of the essence. We should take the gun away. When someone misbehaves, you take away the thing they're misbehaving with.
I can definitely shoot the gun. That's Sarah talking. The thing that Bix cannot think of, because Bix is a beautiful Dumbo, that Sarah is thinking of, that we can do or not do is that it's obvious that this thing has a really fucked up power source. If we could get in and just take that bad boy out, I think that we could maybe stop it as well, but I don't know how far away it is.
I think that as well, except I'm more... If we're trying to do all the things at once, if we're trying to stop the fighting as soon as possible, get people evacuated, take down the lady, we kind of have to cut some corners, is kind of how I'm seeing
I
it.
will also say, like, above the table, even though a particular shot, like, here without any vantage points or anything, will be crazy difficult, just disarming the cannon arm essentially renders the Lady of the Lake completely useless.
Oh.
There will be casualties, but not, like, hugely. I should be above the table about that so you don't spend too much time
I love it.
worrying about massive amounts of loss.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so it's gonna be a really hard hit, but maybe I can, is what you're saying?
It'll be a hit. It'll be a difficulty check so high at the minute whilst you're like down here on ground level. That is absolutely worth a shot. It's just very, very tough. I'll give you this. As you're looking around and this statue, the Lady of the Lake moves, is like going through and past the Brook Lane Bridge at this point. You look up and you see around Mahatt, from skyscrapers and very, very tall buildings, you do see people firing missile launchers and things like it toward the Lady of the Lake at the minute, and a lot of them are missing. A lot of them are missing or just, like, superficially hitting. You see that there are other people trying this, which might give you, like, okay, well, there's definitely a already set up there for us to all go try it. And shooting down here might be really hard.
Okay, I'll shoot it, but I think we need to get somewhere else.
All right, I can do that. That's why we got this fella. And I smack the wheel.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm in fantastic spirits having
Fuck
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
This bus back.
While Crash is driving us to another location, can Mrs. Trimbly look at this new gun that Bix got and maybe see if she can use some of her repair to try to tinker with it a little bit?
You want to beef up my gun?
I just want to see if I can make it better.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an explosions perception, difficulty 3, to try to juice up this. This
Dang.
missile launcher.
Okay.
Which you can use. Again, you can use luck points, action points. Everyone's action points are full. You finished a mission, so
yes,
everyone has 6 now, which you can use to add d20s to this roll.
Okay, I'll definitely use 1 luck for sure. Okay, that's gonna be 1 success, no complications.
You juice it a little bit, but this is very standard equipment.
Yeah.
So giving it any extra power will have it not be able to fit the same into the rocket launcher, which would make ultimately the perfect aim shot a little harder.
Sure. I just wanted it to be a little extra nice for you since it's new and all.
There's a bow on it.
I made it myself.
Extremely touched.
Okay, what is the plan? I'll lay out the like multi paths that we have at the minute. You were originally coming across the Brooklyn Bridge to meet with Merlin. That option is still open. You could go to 30,000 Rocks, you know where it is. Alternatively, you see people firing these rockets from multiple like skyscrapers and high vantage points, and you can go there now to stop the Lady of the Lake, but you will probably find some resistance at the minute.
So if we went to see Merlin, we might be able to be like, hey, let us into the vantage points,
give us more chance. Yes. However, going to go see Merlin will give the lady more chance to destroy more bridges.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, I will say, if they're on a bridge or they need to cross it, they're full-ass sprinting. No one is like dilly-dallying and just like, oh, well, we have a vantage point on this bridge. People are like, nope, that thing's gonna blow it up. And everyone is like running away and leaving it. People will die. That there's no getting around it with the destruction of a bridge, but it's not like you're going to be pseudo-responsible for like hundreds of deaths.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I totally forgot about Merlin. Shit.
Yeah, he was not the person on my mind when I was thinking about this big old war.
Yeah.
No. I think our priorities have shifted. We should just take out that gun.
Okay.
Good talk.
If anyone else has thoughts, that's Bix's thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, I think we can shoot some pot shots over at the tall lady. Shoot some rockets at the lady, and we still have the core, right? Like that hasn't changed.
Yes.
Yeah, we still have the core, so there's not really any. We kind of have that as our get out of jail free card, and evaporate the.
How?
Well, no, I was gonna say like as in if we cannot take down the Lady of the Lake, I will personally throw on my swim trunks and put that fella at her feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. An explosion time.
Or irradiate this lake for the next 400 years. Potentially. So as far as that goes, as far as getting the war to stop, I'm not too sure how quickly the conversation with Merlin would go, you know?
Yeah.
So I think getting there and trying to reason with him in any capacity, I don't think would be the easiest thing in the world.
It probably won't be easy to reason with him in any way, but an army is, especially an army that's like this, where they are so for their cause and have such belief in their people, killing a leader will also probably halt something really fast.
That's very true. I agree. I'd have to agree with you. I think I'm just, well, you're saying killing, so
and we're putting killing Merlin on the table, are we?
Is that...
Hey, listen. Killing Merlin's on the table. You can go and kill him if you want. You could also attempt to reason. The reasoning is going to be very difficult. You're going to have to say a lot of things that he likes. You're going to have to disprove a lot of his theories.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's fucking Fallout 1 all over again.
It is. It's my favorite boss fight of all time, which is the final boss of Fallout 1, where you can get him to kill himself. Yeah. It's the best shit ever. You can do that but it is going to be very hard. However, you can also just go in and be like, no, we're going to kill him and cut the head off the snake.
Very fair.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to be so honest. I could go kill Merlin.
And Philly drive the bus?
Philly's read a lot of books about driving. So.
Wait,
It's
are you
true. I
saying
mean,
you'd
I
go
just
by
rode
yourself?
a stag. I might be able to drive a bus.
I'm just thinking about the lack of time we have to really make any decisions. I'm thinking about getting something done,
Yeah.
fixing something, doing something. I feel like we just watched a good minimum 100 people die instantly, and then a number of many more die in the subsequent rockets. I'm saying go alone because, again, don't really feel like watching you guys die, but also you guys have other things to deal with. Philly's entire family is somewhere within the vicinity of the fighting.
Mr. Cooper, Bix is very capable of firing that gun all on her own, and I think that with Philly behind the wheel, then both of them will do a perfect job. You are not going anywhere alone. I can come with you.
Split the party.
Yeah, I'm gonna split the
Gasman to party. Time is of the essence, gang.
I think it's guys. Is it a Miss Trimbly crash angle to go kill
Yeah,
Merlin?
baby.
Philly Bix
Yeah.
take down Lady of the Lake
Absolutely
angle.
it is.
that
Yes.
truthfully? Be honest. How are we feeling?
How
about
are you
this?
feeling, Candace? I'm pumped.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Philly is
Okay.
convinced that she can do anything
Okay.
now that she's ridden a stag, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which, Philly, you still have. The stag is still very with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of us
fun.
going off alone? No way. Splitting a party into two? I love it.
same.
Okay. Okay. Well then, is there a good vantage point that I can get Bix and Philly to start firing on the lady?
I just need to check a maps thing at the minute. I need to Google what Manhattan actually looks like.
I know, I just looked up, I was like, where is 30 Rock exactly?
All right, I have a pitch. In this conversation, the Manhattan Bridge is very close to the Brooklyn Bridge. As this conversation winds down, the Lady of the Lake, you hear again echoing throughout the streets.
Welcome to New York City, the greatest city in the world.
The arm lowers, energy coalesces, another beam shoots out, destroying the Manhattan Bridge. She stops for a few minutes before recharging up, raising the torch, and then walking forward. The next bridge is the Williamsburg Bridge. There's a chance you could do it there. The next bridge after that is the 495, and you could climb up the Empire State Building and try to take a shot from the top of the Empire State Building.
The Empire State Building.
Yeah.
You're telling us that we can in
You
our
can destroy
finale
the Statue of Liberty.
destroy the Statue of Liberty from atop the Empire
Yeah.
State Building. I
It's
hit
on the way.
wheel at such
Sure is.
yeah. I'm hitting the angle.
York
I'm twisting
City.
that wheel.
Fucking
New York City. Let it ride.
Hey, you! You don't look familiar. First time in this part of the city? I see that sneer on your face. Better wipe it off before I do it for you. This is home. This is the best place you could ever want to be. Whether or not this is where you meant to end up, you found yourself on a rather fortuitous street. You see that corner building down there? 3 floors up. Lamplight Investigative Services. Friends of mine, you ask. Loaded words you're throwing around this evening. Good people is what they are, though. Not a single one of them will admit to being nice. Something about duty, yada yada. A bunch of BS if I do say so myself. Who am I? No need to worry your pretty little head about that. I'm sure my name will come up in time. But go, see for yourself, 3 floors up, gold-gilded sign. As for Mama, don't tell him I sent you. She'll know what to do.
All doors are just windows that we can't see through. You ever think about that?
We provide our patrons with anonymity.
Hello, this is Mama Amaretta speaking.
Lamplight Investigations, a Thirsty Sword Lesbians noir mystery. Full season available now on Queer PG.
You find yourself in a forest of legend. You hear a song coming from the center of it.
I want to sneak up on the sound just in case there's like enemies there, but I'm going to follow it.
You hear this beautiful tale of adventure and friendship, all done seemingly in a musical manner.
This could be the power of song I've been searching for.
As your hand reaches out, your mind is filled with thoughts of a beautiful modern city of foxglove, where cryptids lurk in coffee shops and supernatural cases land on the desk of two unlikely private investigators. Inside your soul, you feel like you must sit and listen every week as new songs are made.
GM question, like I don't have to actually sing here, right?
Well, I mean, if you're inspired to sing, you can, but they'll do most of the singing for you.
Okay. Because like I know I wanted to play a bard, but I sort of just wanted to be like flirtatious and like, you know, hook up with all the hot elves and stuff.
Sure, yeah. The wizard that's given you this quest, you can hook up with them after.
Okay, great, sick.
But to be high enough level, you do have to sit here and listen to this improvised musical podcast every week.
Wait, so they like actually like make up the songs on the spot and they're like playing the game?
Yeah. It's an actual play,
cool.
much like this, but they improvise a musical every episode. They also play the Genesis system, not just us two losers just bouncing conversation back and forth.
Yeah, no, that's
absolutely
way cooler, actually. Well, I think that we should go listen to RPG Major right now, and I think that if anyone's listening, they should listen to RPG Major right now, too. What's up, dorks? Do you like unique and deep fictional worlds to play in?
Do you like tabletop RPGs?
Then you might just love Eternal Ruins, a new tabletop role-playing game that explores the fantasy world-building project created by artist Sam Carr through his Instagram and YouTube pages.
The Eternal Ruins themselves are a vast and endless collection of corridors, chasms, towers, and gardens. They are explored by wanderers, stone statues hatched to life as children, now seeking solace and hope in bright places of the ruins, safe from the despair that the darker, more hostile corners may hold.
And with this 300-plus page rulebook written by Rob Lee and Felix Isaacs, and using the Wild Worlds engine famously designed for the Wild Sea RPG, you will have a definitive guide to exploring this unique and vast world at your table. The Kickstarter goes live Tuesday, January 27th in 2026.
You gun with Bessie, your bus, back down the streets of Mahatt. Gunfire is going on everywhere. You do see mercenaries and people who have Lady of the Lake paraphernalia running the streets and firing at the kings slaughtering Brook Lane citizens that have managed to climb up, getting then unceremoniously hit by your bus as you drive through them, driving toward the Empire State Building. In this time, you hear another
Welcome to New York City, the greatest city in the world.
and then a cannon fire far away. You know that the Williamsburg Bridge is now gone. You arrive, your bus stops just outside the Empire State Building.
Good luck.
Philly
Yes.
hands you the pistol that I usually got on me. The energy pistol. You know how to use one of these?
Yes. She looks at it like it's the Holy Grail.
Then let's start using it, baby.
Aye, Mr. Pence Cooper.
Oh my god. You two keep each other safe while I'm gone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, bye. We run.
She gives both of you a hug first before you leave. Like on your way back, on your way past, you just feel like a squeeze.
Yeah. Yeah, well, before we run off, I turn around, grab Philly. If anything happens to you, I'll kill you.
If anything happens to
me,
you, I'll kill you.
There we go. Turn to Bix. Same thing goes for you, kid.
That is a nonsensical lesson.
Crash, Mrs. Trimbly, you get back on the bus and drive away? Fantastic. Philly, Bix, you're stood at the foot of the Empire State Building. You, looking down the rows and rows of some destroyed skyscrapers overtaken by trees from the Gek being launched, some full and still standing even after all this time. You see the Statue of Liberty slowly move. What is it that you would like to do?
Philly looks to Bix. I hope you know that whatever happens, you're not alone. Anything you want to do, I've got your back. Unless it's ridiculous. And I'll be honest.
We gotta get up high.
Do you like cardio?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go inside, see if, I think it's called an elevator. The one we took before,
Oh, yeah, those
right?
are scary.
With the little doors? Yeah. Elevator, right?
Yeah.
If you put your hand on there, if it's not powered, I think maybe you can, do a little something to get it going. If not, we just haul butts up the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, we go inside to check out the elevator situation.
Walking through the entrance of the Empire State Building, you see 3 knights. They have made a small fortification. They all immediately point guns at the pair of you.
We gotta get up and shoot at the lady.
Excuse me, I don't know why you're pointing a gun at me. I am associated with the Kings of Mahatt, and I don't think their delegation would like it very much that you're pointing your weapons at me and my friend here.
I'm gonna give you a really easy check right now. A hyper easy charisma speech.
So I've got 0 successes and 0 complications. However, I have a power. Where are my powers?
Yeah, it's smooth talk or something,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
So I may reroll 1d20.
Fantastic, go for it.
Okay. That is an 8. I believe that's a success.
Fantastic. Which is a success.
Yes.
Yeah. The 3 look at each other, look at you and see your vault uniform. She's part of the vault. That's fine.
Thank you for your service.
As you get into the building, the elevator is working. You take the elevator up to the top floor.
Oh yeah, baby.
As you ride the elevator up, Crash, Mrs. Trimbly, you arrive outside of 30 Rock. You recognize it from tens and tens and tens of knights leaving and moving past you toward the main fight. This place still does have a lot of security around it. It has turrets and guards and whatnot, but you all do arrive there in the bus.
Well, now, how do we want to play this? Are we just walking right in?
Well, I was kind of thinking that. I think we can get pretty far if,
We just act like we belong.
Yeah.
I can be cool.
Don't I know it.
You get off the bus. You are immediately set upon by people aiming weapons at you. Halt! Go no further.
Hey, we were sent by the Green Knight to report back to y'all about what's going on at the bridge.
And I am just a robot.
Yeah. It is.
What are the reports of the bridge?
It's confidential. I gotta give it to the big guy.
You wanted to give information about our war plans to Merlin himself.
Reporting back on what the Brooklanians are doing.
Give me a charisma speech.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not getting away with that. I'm gonna
call it a difficulty. Let's go difficulty 2 for this.
1 success, 0 complications. Do you need another?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more of a difficulty 2. I think do you not also have Smooth Talker?
Oh.
I do.
So you can re-roll that 1 failure. You can also, if you want, use luck, add action points to add extra dice in.
Another success.
Oh, fantastic. There we go.
Good. We're good. That re-roll. All we needed.
I think it's not only your presence here, but as you're talking, an explosion happens closer to them than they were prepared for. Then as they all turn, you see a gaggle of people dressed like mascots. The Nuka-Cola mascot you see running forward. You see Sugar Bombs mascot, Poseidon Energy. They run in and all start firing. Some of them are on all fours, like full dog sprinting towards some of the kings. Everyone's attention is pulled away from you.
Here we go. What am I seeing? Where are we going?
It's like, it is the 30 Rockefeller Plaza statue, and like the rink, the like courtyard is fully caved in, and there is one way in and through. The turrets, because you passed your check, are not hostile to you. They are just moving their regular motion. The guards are also not paying attention to you because they saw you speak to someone else and they weren't hostile either.
I'm hitting a brisk walk. Beelining.
Yep.
In the most respectful way without calling too much attention.
I hover quickly.
You all were talking to Lancelot when Lancelot says that he personally has never met Merlin. And on ducking down into the underneath tunnel, you immediately understand why. There are these fleshy vines that come out from a slightly broken door. The radiation hits you like a brick wall. You walk over to the door, and aside from 2 turrets hanging down that aren't paying attention to you, you can open the door pretty easily.
I'm a little nervous, Mrs. Trimbly.
What has you scared?
What if I know the guy?
Well, if you know the guy, does that make him less of a threat?
No, him knowing me just means more of one.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna be right behind you. Whether you know him or not, you are going to be okay.
On opening the door, these fleshy vines retract a little bit, but they still cover the walls of this fairly small room that you're looking in. This small room has a table in the center of it, and there are 7 T-60 power armor suits stood around. There is another door at the end. The radiation at this point is so heavy that no one who isn't a ghoul, robot, or someone who can absorb an incredible amount of radiation would be able to walk through.
Well, thank God we're 2 of those things.
You pass through the room, opening up the door on the other side. And inside, you see a man. His skin flayed and now inflated, wrapping itself around Tesla coils. His hand mutated into a web of skin clutching a broken Gek unit that the radiation from has mutated him into this bizarre, horrific form. His several eyes open and look at you. The fleshy vines that spread throughout the room spread back and connect to him. He struggles to awaken and pull himself from the Tesla coil and looks at both of you.
Visitors! Oh, I did not expect to see anyone worthy enough to face the magic wall. For whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
What the fuck happened to you?
The magic, you see. From my grimoire.
Holds up the Gek unit.
It has made me become a seer of this once great city. An advisor to the king. Have you brought any news of him?
No.
Do you know him?
No. I mean... Well, I think if my dad looked like that, I don't think I'd recognize him. And that's my dad. So maybe I do. Who knows?
He sort of just looks like any old thing. Sir? What exactly have you been doing up here?
I have been advising the table. We have been looking for a new king. But our old one, he needs to be stopped first before we take a new. I hope to bring magic back to the world. And have been doing my part here to give it to them. But my magic wanes.
Is your magic just... radiation?
No. We get many people mistaking the two. Radiation cannot do this.
Reaches out his hand and you all feel the radiation in the room getting bigger. A radiation rod in the corner brightens. He puts his hand down. So proud in his proving of his own magic.
You remind me of a good friend of mine. I have a buddy that can do that.
One touched by the weave also. There are as many in New York that we have given the ability to cast spells. But they need rods to do so. Their staves and their wands.
And you said you're doing this to other people. Meaning you're making them like this? That's your goal?
We are not doing this to anyone. There are people who have been touched by magic that come here, and they want to spread the union of our kings, of Sir Arthur. Some wish for his rule to not last and to end. But a lot, much like I imagine yourself, wishes for us to be united under one banner.
Oh. And Mrs. Trimbly turns, and I know that she can't really show a lot of emotion on her face because it's just one eye stalk. But she looks at Crash with a sort of dead stare.
Just a very slow turn, just...
Yep, exactly.
So, do I blow this guy's head off his
Oh, I'm glad you said it. And she's gonna flamethrow. She's gonna flamethrower him.
I see a stock blink as I say it, and I whip my rifle over as you when
Yes.
you fire. I don't got a speech in me for you, Merle. I'm sorry.
I do love that you created such a horrifically disgusting villain that your original plan of go and kill Merlin was temporarily waylaid by being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I want you to know, I sat here just being like, yeah, this is not going to take as long as it took to kill Morgana. It's not going to, I swear. And then you said fleshy vines, and everything stopped for me. Everything stopped. I'm like, you can't say that.
Why do you roll me hits?
Okay. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna use some, I'm gonna spend some luck. I spend luck to add d20s, right? You said that.
You spend action points to add d20s?
4 successes, 0 complications.
3 successes.
Jesus, gang.
Yeah, 3 successes, 0 complications.
All right. I wanted a bit of a fight here with
No.
my guy.
I'm so sorry.
I want to just kill him because it's funnier.
Hey, pull this out of his stone, Mr. Boy.
Everyone roll me damage. Roll me damage on all your fucking hits.
Across all of my hits, I got 5 damage and 3 effects.
4 damage, 1 effects.
You fire a musket into this guy as Mrs. Trimbly flames from her flamethrower engulf this man. As this happens, the doors behind you begin to shudder as the Tesla coil that he's connected to starts sparking and flinging out arcs of electricity, powerful arcs of electricity everywhere. You know, every single turret in this place has suddenly come online. He is still up. He is going to use one of the Tesla coils to fire off at you. He's gonna fire on Crash. That is 10 electrical damage as a coil explodes, bursts, and then ripples through one of the fleshy tendrils and then arcs out towards you, bursting from the tendril. It is both of you. This area is currently going into meltdown, it seems. It seems that he is dying, whether you stay here or not.
Mrs. Trimbly is going to stand between Crash and this thing, and she's going to flamethrower it again. I feel like, to be completely honest, it went very well the first time. So we're going to try that again, and we are not going to let it hurt Crash again. 2 damage, no effect.
So, as the flames overtake him, you look at this man who is shocked by these intruders who have just run in and decided to burn him. This man is old, but maybe not so old that it's older than you or Crash. Both pair of you definitely have seniority here. As this dream of a union of people, all under one flag in New York City, ends, Mrs. Trimbly and Crash, actually, both of you together, what goes wrong?
I want to say that maybe it's something with the fire hitting the rod.
It like explodes very violently.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
As the flames hit the rod and the rod explodes, I need both of you to make me let's do an athletics strength.
That ain't my strong suit.
No, me either. Cool.
0 successes, 0 complications, though.
Same.
The room you're in collapses. The door that is the only way out caves in. Merlin dies. The only light is the flames of this charred corpse. You are both forced laying down within inches of one another.
I would actually like to say that as the building collapses, without even taking a moment, Trimbly will throw herself over Crash and let the rubble fall on her. She doesn't even think about it.
Both of you think back toward the last time that you were inches away from someone's face, Crash, and Mrs. Trimbly, the last time you were attempting to protect someone in a basement. The elevator announces
top floor.
The elevator doors open. The quiet, serene silence of an elevator is immediately destroyed by the batting of the rain, the lightning of the rad storm now having hit New York in the background. The wind from being up so high, the gunfire from down below. Bix, you have one missile in one rocket launcher. Both of you arrive, seeing the Statue of Liberty pass.
I think I see it coming past, and I run forward, and I yell to Philly, back me up.
I'm ready. You can do this. I believe in you.
So, this is a difficulty 5 check. This is going to be a endurance big gun difficulty 5. This is also... There's a specific term for it, but I can't think of it right now, where the complications are going to hit on 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
Philly, you can do several things. You can be an anchor for the missile launcher. You can be a spot checker if you wanted. You can also, like Mrs. Trimbly tried earlier, you could also try to juice up this missile with an explosives perception. Or a thing that you can think of that I was not able to. If you would like to help, you are very, very welcome to.
Philly takes her place at the back of this weapon, acting as an anchor. She plants her feet firmly on the ground, and she thinks back to that day, hearing the inspirational words of one of the kings ringing out through her vault and into the open minds and hearts of the people that she cares about the most. And she looks up at Bix and realizes that this is just another member of her family. And she said she wanted to help. She said she wanted to be useful. She said she wanted to support. And that's what she's going to do.
Fantastic. That'll be a strength athletics then, please.
1 success, no complications.
That's going to reduce the difficulty of this check, Bix. You have your friend in front of you anchoring this down.
Okay.
This is a endurance big gun check.
Fuck. Okay. I am going to spend 1 action point for an extra die. Target number, I believe, is... Yeah, it's a 7. And
Fantastic.
then I add an extra d20. Okay, I have 3 successes, 0 complications, so... Wait, you said it's a complication on 18, 19, 20?
It is.
Okay, so I do have 1 complication. I'm gonna spend 2 luck to re-roll 2 of those dice. Okay. I'm just gonna roll them straight and we'll just see how they do. I got one more success and there are no complications.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You see the Statue of Liberty. It looks toward the 495.
Welcome to New York City.
It moves its giant mechanized arm down.
The greatest city in the world.
Energy coalesces around the cannon. Bix, squeeze the trigger. And then as it fires the energy pulse toward the 495, your missile intercepts. The explosion ripples ripple throughout the torch of the Statue of Liberty, destroying the entire arm. The knockback of the statue and the explosion forces the statue down into the water. A untoldly loud crash happens as water careens up the sides of Manhattan and Brooklyn, and then down as both of you successfully destroyed the Lady of the Lake.
Philly jumps up like one fist like Superman, like leading her leap, and like does a twirl, and then grabs you and like leaps up onto you because you're much taller than she is, and like they wrap their arms around your neck. We did it! You did it! You did it! You're amazing! Oh my gosh! Oh, such purpose! I've never seen such purpose!
It was just like staring, almost disbelieving that she had made this shot, is shook out of this by Philly, and tenses up a little bit, almost like reflexively, before she looks at you and realizes it's you, and relief hugs you back. Oh my gosh, we did it.
You're so special. That was amazing. I hope wherever Crash and Mrs. Trimbly are, they saw that, because boy, howdy, that was amazing.
You helped.
I helped. We make a good team, I think.
Yeah, I think I like this team better than the last one. So, not the all four of us. I also like all four of us. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's really good with 4. 4 is great. It's a nice whole round number.
Mm-hmm.
4 is great.
Radiation doesn't affect you, huh?
No. It actually feels nice and warm and fuzzy. Your skin's so alive. And she runs her fingers across your cheek.
Oh my god. Bix again.
Oh my god!
Yes! Yes! Yeah! Yes! I gotta get out of this basement right now. I gotta go see my two they them daughters. I need to pull them in my arms. Crash will learn to understand. Crash will.
Wow, that's so romantic. I'm gonna cry.
Mrs. Trimbly, Crash, you are both in the basement. Ms. Trimbly, you're like trying to grab as much rubble as possible, but you have no idea how much is on the other side.
Well, we just keep digging. The most important thing is that we don't give up. We lived, we survived the crash, and I heard a sound that means I think our team has done well. Probably, hopefully. Mm-hmm. But we keep digging.
Yeah, I heard it too. I roll over, get up, and I do one of those, like, old people moment where I, like, have to roll onto my stomach and then push myself back to my knees and walk myself up. And then I start moving rocks with Miss Trimbly.
You be careful, though. Don't you overexert yourself. I am made of hard metal, and she bangs on her chest.
And I'm very stubborn.
Well, that's very true.
Kind of the same thing. You know, Mrs. Trimbly, I don't know if that old fuck was worth it. If it doesn't stop the war. Anyway.
In my experience, Mr. Cooper, no one thing ever stops a war. I think we stopped the worst thing, the worst version. And then we have to keep going, which necessitates that we get out of this room.
I agree. We got a whole city to rebuild.
That's right. And you've got a route. And I have, for the first time in quite a long time, nowhere else to be. So, we can get a lot of work done.
You both dig for what feels like a few hours. Eventually, there is a moment where you just can't do it anymore. The pistons on your arms, Mrs. Trimbly, are just too weak to be pulling these rocks. Crash, you are a ghoul. You are only human. You're getting weaker because oxygen is running out. Trimbly, you're getting weaker just because there's only so much strength that you have in you.
Is there anything that Mrs. Trimbly has a few points in survival? Is there anything, if she assesses the situation, that she can see a better method than what we're doing?
You're a robot. If you wanted, you could send out a signal. Try to, at least. If there's anyone out there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, definitely.
You must be connected to some form of, grander network, and maybe there's someone. It's a bit of a shot in the dark, but I mean, it could happen.
Then Mrs. Trimbly will send an SOS out. We are trapped in here. Coordinates attached. Please send help. Or, if you know Bix and Philly Walcott, send them.
I sit down against one of the pile of rocks that we've built up towards the center of our little chamber. You know, are there any other rods? I know we talked about the one, but there was another in the corner of the room. Did those further explode or no?
No. You can grab them. Yeah.
What if we blow it up more?
Explain.
What's the worst that can happen?
Well,
there's a bunch of rubble above us, around us, blocking the door. Maybe if we just do it again, it'll blow the rubble out of the way. And I'm gonna be honest, Mrs. Trimbly, unless you have an oxygen tank or some Radaway, this is the longest I've been without a dose in a long time, and I can't breathe very well. So let's try it. And I, again, roll up and walk over and grab the little pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's at least put it somewhere useful before I do this.
Oh, I'm not just gonna blow it up where it is, yeah.
Yeah, we stick it in that rubble that's blocking our way out.
Can I, perception, see what kind of, if there's a way I can...
Yeah, please do. Yeah, give me a perception explosives.
I have a good one of those. 0 successes, 0 complications. So I'm gonna go ahead and... How much luck do we got?
You have your own personal stack of luck. It's just your luck score.
Yeah, and that, okay.
You can spend 1 per reroll of the
double reroll. I'll use 2 of my 4. 0 successes. 0 successes, 0 complications. I'm using my last 2 because I have 4 total.
It's endgame. Just use them.
I swear to God, if I 2 successes, 0 complications.
That's right, baby.
Holy fuck. Woo! That had to get documented. Holy.
You find the right spot to put it. In a previous life, you have excavated a mine.
Mm-hmm.
You find where it needs to go. Both of you stand back.
Do the honors. Light the candle.
Yep. Before I do this, Mr. Cooper, it is very important to me that we make it out of here. It is very important to me that you make it out of here. But if you don't, it was very nice to meet you.
Don't talk like that. It was nice to meet you too, but it'll be nicer to see you with the sun on you.
All right. And she's gonna flame throw.
The charge lights. It explodes. The combination of the explosion, fresh air, and the fact that you are already in a bit of a precarious situation knocks you both a bit loose. You struggle to see the light that shines down on the outside. You can hear that there is still the occasional gunshot, but nothing more than what you'd normally feel. You see 2 King's Guards come in. Both of them unsheath a weapon, looking at what has happened to Merlin. As they raise weapons to you, both you hear a gunshot and you see the 2 kings' heads jerk to the side and fall down dead. And stepping through this gap that you've made, you see a figure, a hood up, throws a small pack in front of you, and out of the pack spills bubblegum. Hey, does anyone want any gum?
This is the fucking water
I
bucket
love
guy.
that.
No longer. This is Amy.
You're doing great,
no
buddy.
longer walking. No longer walking with a bucket. She's just walking on her own 2 feet in Mahatt
so
for the
good.
first time. Hood pulled down now, brandishing a plasma pistol. She holds out her hand to you.
You gotta have a thing.
You gotta have a thing.
I
You gotta have a thing, and this thing is
take
gum.
her hand and I stand up. It's nice to see you out of your bucket.
It's nice to be out the bucket. Come on, let's get you some safety. Do you want some gum, by the way?
I'm so good. I'm so good.
None for me. I've got no mouth.
Yes, Mrs. Trimbly. I think all 4 of you then meet at the same time. You all meet at the entrance to 30,000 Rocks. Bix Philly having taken down the Ladies of the Lake. Crash, Mrs. Trimbly having cut the head off the serpent that is the Kings of Mahatt.
I don't see a big old lady walking around right now.
Yeah, just me. Bix is, no longer red in the face. It is simply instead a high flush in the neck and, the rest of the body. But the face is fine now.
It's good to see you guys made it.
I had every confidence, but I am very relieved as well.
Now what?
Well, if I may be so bold, I would say we have a lot of work to do. But there is something we must do first.
What's that?
All of you must rest. We have to go home for a bit. You have to eat and sleep and take care of yourselves for just a minute. And then we can get back to all the excitement.
Is my bus all right? Shall I take us home?
I think your bus would do just fine.
This way I got here, it's the way I'll leave.
Did you do anything crazy, Philly? Run through, blow some heads off?
I mean, I helped, but Bixie was awesome.
Bixie?
Oh, that's cute.
That's a cute name.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, we both did it.
No, yeah, for
It
sure.
was good.
Bus drivers don't ask questions.
We killed a very ugly man.
We killed a real fucking ugly man. We killed the underside of a shoe today.
Oh, so if they're ugly, it's better and easier to kill.
Salutations, Wastelanders. It's been an exciting few years since the rebuilding after the war, and we have some exciting news coming at you live. Without their leader to guide them, the remaining loyal kings of Mahatt lost their grip on New York City. Leaving disgraced, they walked to the other parts of the wasteland before disbanding entirely, but not without spreading word of a creature that lives beneath New York City that still haunts and hunts the kings. With the Lady of the Lake's destruction, the ladies lose purpose. Some walk on the ground again, and some stay on water in hopes of rekindling their goddess's flame. Others sail out into the sea to see what else is out there. After Morgana's death, their new leader Jenny tries to carry a hopeful legacy with Brook Lane. Her lack of experience is clear, and her failures many, but her wanting to learn makes Brook Lane grow and evolve. After the battle for New York City forced a lot of people out of Philomena's vault, the community of the vault began to move to New York City proper. Their old allyship with the kings make a lot of them struggle to find community. However, the ones that strip their old titles do find community, and also find a new vault to reside in. With the kings forcing conscriptions, the numbers of the children of Adam were never higher. A lot of the children fled New York after the battle, finding homes in churches around the wasteland, while few stay in New York and help rebuild. The pigeons in New York remain well looked after and well fed. Over the years, the radiation allowed them to communicate more effectively, electing a leader to talk to the other factions. The leader, named the Robin, would help find them in conversations with the leaders of New York City, discussing plans to have the pigeons forge their own society and their own faction in New York. After the war, the public transport throughout New York City returned, and people from all over the wasteland traveled to New York to see what life was like in this new safe haven. Thank you all so much for listening, and because an old friend of mine got me some new records, here's a new one for you. This is a song from Behold called Bus to Nowhere. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders. Make sure to keep your gun loaded and your head down, with the knowledge that you can find community wherever you search for it. If violence does come knocking at your door, remember, war never changes.
In the modern age of this city I adore, there's an urgent pace and a constant need for more. Feels like every day somehow closer than the last. So I drive this game to try and slow the past. Don't have to pay a fare on my bus to nowhere. When you feel the lack of air, take a ride, put up your care. Saunter down Fifth Avenue, singing on to stay a while, mon cher, on this ride I call nowhere. In this ride